Relief is finally starting to get to people in Haiti, but there are still entire communities and villages on the outskirts of the capital city that are still desperate for help. Jason Carroll has been visiting one of those remote neighborhoods, and he's live in Port-au-Prince this morning to tell us all about it. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning to you, John. You know, as we were covering this story, all of the locals kept telling us to check on those who live in the hillside communities. We could see them, we could see the devastating amount of destruction, but we had no way of getting in there. Well, finally what we did was we found a guide, got ourselves into this area to see how these people are surviving without any help at all.
We found Jude Petithome and his 4-year-old sister Soraya in one of Port-au-Prince's poorest and most remote neighborhoods, La Valle du Bourdon.
What happened to her arm here? Did she break her arm?
Oui.
Yes, she broke her arm.
After days of waiting, Petithome feared help was not coming for his sister because he knows not many would know how to find where they live.
And you live way up there.
Yeah.
And so it took you 1 hour to walk down here.
Yes.
To get help for your little sister.
Yeah.
Some 6,000 people live in La Valle du Bourdon, and help for them still has not arrived. And there are at least 30 other hillside communities just like it around Port-au-Prince, where the worry is people there too are still waiting.
These steep, narrow pathways are the only way in and out of these kinds of communities here. The homes are built right on top of each other. There are no addresses, so you can imagine it's very difficult to keep track of who survived and who perished in the earthquake.
The path leading in is at times blocked with debris, a maze of homes on either side, most destroyed or badly damaged. Along the way, Thomas Brutus saying with the assistance of our translator, they need help removing bodies.
We would like to take them out. One house has 3, another one has 9.
He leads us to one home where the smell was nearly unbearable.
Does anyone know who the deceased are in here?
They tell me a mother and son are buried in the rubble. The area section chief, similar to a city councilman, uses a bullhorn to get information out. He knows there's one thing standing in the way of getting help.
Accessibility.
Accessibility.
Yeah.
They can't get down here.
You can get down here, yeah.
Yeah.
4-year-old Soraya is one of the lucky ones. She has an older brother strong enough to get her help. The worry is for the others, still suffering in the city's hillsides.
And again, the problem with these hillside communities is that they are so densely populated, John, and they're so complicated once you're down in there. Even as some of the locals tell us who are familiar with this area, once they get in there, they don't know how to navigate through those particular communities. So you can see what types of special challenges they face. But at this point, those people still no help. They are still waiting.
So the folks who are in command there in Port-au-Prince, do we have any idea what they're planning to do about this?
Well, you know what it is, John? It's basically they're trying to help as many people as they can, but there's so many people who need help here. It's overwhelming. There's just so many people who are emergency crews who are available, so many trucks, so many roads that are accessible. These people, though, are so remote in terms of how you can get down there and into them. They're just probably last on the list, at least for now.
Jason Carroll for us in Port-au-Prince this morning. Jason, thanks. We're coming up to the half hour. That means